What is going on, everybody? Man, I'm so excited for this because it's been a long time coming. I haven't done a video for this since I believe the beginning of October. So it's about it's been a couple months in the wait making, man. And I greatly apologize for the wait, guys. You know, it was a hectic last 2 months, but here we are, man. It's time to continue the awesome sauce of the Promise Neverland, and this isn't going to be the only series I'm bringing back to the channel. So get excited for that. But here we go. I'm so excited. Because right before here, right, I just finished catching back up to the Black Clover manga. I was behind a couple chapters, and I said, you know what? Let me get on Promise Neverland. So I went back to chapter 10 and I reread it just to get like the last refresher, because it's been 2 months since I read anything from the series. I still remember the characters' names and whatnot, but I don't remember like what was going on in terms of the plot. I remember like the overall basics and like the demon plan, and like there was some sort of escape plan that was going to take place in a couple days. But now I remember. November 8th. Hype, bro. Let's go. Promise Neverland, chapter 11. So I'm going to be doing a double today. I'm gonna get back to playing the awesome sauce with my friends, man. I told them to hold on for a little bit. I got to read some Promise Neverland, so I'm gonna be doing a double, chapters 11, chapter 12. But just know, Promise Neverland is coming back to the channel, and since you know, everything's gonna be good for the next couple of weeks with finals being over and whatnot, I'm gonna have a break from classes. It's just gonna be work, YouTube, and my books. So I'm gonna have much more free time, so I'm gonna be able to go back to doing reactions again to The Promised Neverland. So this will be a lot of fun, man, because I miss it. I want to catch up to it, and I want to be a part of the awesome sauce, man. So let's get right into this. Chapter 11, Spy, Part 1. Mama has a spy among the children? Man, Emma greatness, man. Emma greatness. Who and how many? Anna, Nat, Toma, Lani, Mark, Don? What was his average score again? Who? And it's just the way that this series sets up the atmosphere, just with these panels alone, like that I mean, the atmosphere already in the series is you feel a sense of unease enough as it is, but actually seeing them here, man, you get spooked. Look at the way the panels are structured, and it spooks you out, man. Promise Neverland, man. Phil? I believe his most recent average was around 203 or so. Damn, that's high. Emma. In the last game of tag with Sister Krone, he was among the last five remaining kids. He's always looking for the two of you with Shelly. Where's Norman? Where's Emma? Oh, snap. Oh, stop, you're scaring the wits out of me. That's the innocent mentality of a child right there. You idiot, learn to doubt people, even if you don't like it. You can't blame Emma for that. Emma's a person that easily, trusts others. Especially in this case, where you know that you need to have like the attachment of your friends to have your back in certain things, with all of these children that you're trying to save, knowing that one of them is a traitor, especially if you've been with them for so long. You're like, crap, like any instance of like doubt towards that person, you're automatically like in your brain's like, no, denial, absolute denial. So I can definitely see where Emma's coming from there. I love the freaking title page spreads for this flippin' series. We either live or die, and it's a black and white type of thing. This looks great. Listen, can you hear the sound of betrayal? Yo, this looks awesome. I gotta give it to the title pages to this mangaka. Author Kayu Shidai, artist Posuka Demizu. Shout out to both of them. That combo right now is killing it with Promise Neverland. Thanks for the food. I'm still not convinced. On November 8th, 10 days from today, we'll be executing our escape plan. Whoa. Isn't that too much of a rush? Not that I mind. I mind! Mama's goal is to restrict us. That's why she won't take action until we do. Doesn't that mean we have time then? That's exactly why. What do you mean? If we're able to figure out that much, Mama definitely sees things that way as well. Our goal is to become unpredictable to her. Either way, it's also better for us if we make our escape before winter comes. Before winter, man. It's always before winter. Anyways, 10 days is plenty of time. We had no idea what Mama's next move would be, so we've been preparing at a very quick pace. All we have to do now is to finish up those preparations within the next 10 days. Mama has no intention of hiding that she has a spy among us in the first place. She isn't necessarily making it obvious either, but if she truly wanted to hide that fact from us, she would make the sister at least act like she's monitoring us, the three eldest. That's true. That's a factual statement. She's trying to trick us into thinking we have time. As soon as we get rid of these transmitters, we have to get out of here right away. I get it, but isn't that realistically impossible? 10 days, I mean, come on. You think that, right? That's why it'll be the best time for us to make our move. It may be incredibly risky, but we have to get things done in 10 days. And the very first thing on our to-do list is to try to get Dawn and Gilda to join us. The smaller our teams are, the better chance each team has of survival. First, we'll get those two to join us. If they just so happen to end up being Mama's spies, we can figure out what to do from then and there. So how are we going to break the news to them, though? I've got to word everything carefully, or else it'll end up getting tossed around to the side as some kind of slick joke by those two. That's true. That's a factual statement. You have to be careful in the way that you say this, because if not, especially how kids are, man. If you think rumors start like with us, like as adults, whenever you have like that barbershop talk and like rumors go all around the place, imagine how it is whenever you're a child and you don't know any better. You just start blabbering a whole bunch of random stuff you're not supposed to say. So I can definitely see why Norman is telling them to chill, take it easy. We have to make sure to word everything that we're gonna say to these guys, because if not, they're gonna spill the beans, and then it's gonna go around as like a sick joke, like you said. Then everybody's going to just straight up believe everything you two say, like I did. You hear? Ray. Well, Emma and I were discussing this as well, but to sum it up, we won't tell them the truth. You what? You want to keep those two in the dark? We can't be responsible for putting them in danger. The hell? Mama isn't making any moves because she doesn't see any changes in our daily lives at the moment. But once we start to show that something's up, she might go straight for the early shipment option. I do want our escape to succeed, but in the event that it doesn't, as long as those two don't know the real truth, their lives just may be spared. I don't care if they call me a liar. I don't care if they find out later and hold a grudge against me. If Mama ends up killing us all before those demons even start coming into the picture, it's the real game over. Now isn't the time to tell them the truth. Still, it is quite difficult to try and come up with another scenario for them that'll get them pumped enough for this plan to work. The moment of truth is now. Thanks for waiting, guys. No problem, man. So what's up? Human trafficking? Or human... I read that as human trafficking. Human tracking, not trafficking. Yeah, that'll probably get this video demonetized immediately. Yeah, all of our siblings that left here as so far have been sold off to these bad guys. So that's their version of the revelation, huh? And then this guy's just busting out laughing. I was worried that you were going to tell us something really bad from the looks on your faces, but this? No friggin' way. Don, just think for a moment about the gate and the fence surrounding us and how none of our siblings who have already left has sent us any letters. Good one, so what's this punchline? Is this the setting of a new game we're playing? Huh? Whoa, hold up, y'all are kidding, right? Nope. Wait, so then what about Mama? She's the one who's been selling our siblings off. Yo, and it just straight up, just like that. Drop it already, what the hell? There's no way, she's so nice. Emma, apologize now! Yeah, this is what we've been expecting right from the start. Dawn, I don't think Emma would lie about something like that. She loves our family and Mama too much. Gilda. And also I've been feeling like you all have been acting weird lately. That night when Emma and Norma went to the gate and came back, usually you two would always come back clean by telling the truth to Mama if you ever broke one of our house rules, and yet, not only did you guys not apologize, but you both even told me to keep quiet about the fact that you left it all. And then soon after that, Mama started making us all do chores as if we were getting punished for doing something bad. Emma kept disappearing somewhere, you always seemed a lot more serious than usual. So it kept getting harder and harder to ask you what happened, and then she just starts crying, man. But can you blame her? Can you blame her after getting this huge revelation just poured down upon you, especially as a kid, for someone that you trust so much, and everything, the pieces just start coming together in your mind? You're gonna start crying. You're gonna break out in tears. Oh, Gilda, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for making you worry so much. Emma, did you see Connie getting sold off to those bad guys? Yes, but we didn't make it in time. Could it be that Connie, she's okay, right? She's safe? We don't know. Nah, man, they're lying, bro. They're lying, man. They're not. Just like they said, they're not giving them the 100% facts. Let's escape this house and save Connie. Oh, that's what they're using as a way to get out. They're using that as, okay, they gotta go save Connie. That way they can all escape. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's all escape together. I'm not sure if this will help us sound a little more credible, but these are the scores of all of our siblings who left. Ray and I looked them up over the past few days. Scores? This is all secondhand information, and we don't know what happened to all the siblings who left, but it's clear that after the age of 6, they all left this place in score order, lowest to highest. Strange, isn't it? It's true Connie had Hayo, Sere, Sidai, Please believe us. Help us. Run away with us. I'm glad that worked out well. Hold on, I disagree. I love the paneling in this game, and I was about to say in this game, in this manga, the way that, because it adds so much to the atmosphere whenever you have like this long hallway, and you have like an upshot, or a shot from above, showing Norman and Ray coming down. Just, I don't know, I love the structuring of panels like that. We don't know, save Connie? You both should have at least revealed her death. No, I think that was the best option we could have taken in order for things to go smoothly. Well, I understand that it'll be harder for them to side with us if we told them that we had to escape into a world full of demons. But if they turn out not to be spies, those lies are too damn cruel. Stop giving them a hope that doesn't even exist. When are you going to tell them the truth? How can you do it? We'll figure it out when the time comes. Anyways, we still don't know whether those two are the traitors or not. That night I had a long chat with Gilda for the first time in ages. We laughed a lot, just like when we were little kids. I'm not alone. She understands me. From now on, we can fight together. Don't tell me she's the traitor. No. No. Don't tell me she's the traitor. After all this, she's the traitor, dude. Don't tell me. Give me 1 second. My bad, someone's knocking the door. Let me see, I'll put this back. Yo, man, but is she really the traitor? Once we break it to them, our next move is to figure out whether they're the spies or not. Let's try something first. Try what? Telling them where the ropes are hidden. Of course, we won't tell them where they're actually hidden. We want to feed Dawn and Gilda with 2 separate locations. I've already hidden some extra ropes in those places in case someone comes to check. And that's how Norman will see who's the traitor. The facts. Yo, the backup plans for these dudes, man. They just, I love it. The strategy. Either one of them are the spy. They've successfully made it into our circle and can easily access new information. Which means they'll be aching to tell Mama their findings as soon as possible. Who will make a move? Who will make a move? Will we manage to successfully fool Mama? Either of them as the spies? We'll be finding out soon. That's factual. There we go. Somebody slipped a note right under the door. It's Gilda. It's Gilda, but there's somebody right behind her. Sister Krone, I've been waiting for you, Gilda. Sister Krone's room? What the hell's going on? As for the exact... Wait, no, so she slipped the paper into Mama's room, and then now Sister Krone's taking her away. As for the exact fake locations of our ropes, we'll do this. I'll tell Dawn that the ropes are hidden underneath my bed. As for Gilda, I'd say they're located above. Rope, Norman, bed. Yo, just like that. Just like that. Yes. Norman's a genius for that one. So Dawn, the ropes are hidden underneath my bed. As for Gilda, I'll say that they're located above the ceiling of the second floor bathroom. But in reality, oh my god, no, next chapter, man. Holy flagners, yeah, exactly. So Gilda's the traitor, but at the same time, so she sneaked into Mama's room, but now Sister Krone is... We gotta see what happens. The spy among us. If one of them is really the source, then they'll definitely rush to take action. Gilda's their source? Is this really happening? Were all those tears and smiles just an act? No way. No, then come right in. I'm so happy you came. There has to be more to this, man. She can't be a traitor just because, like Rome free will, you know what I mean? There's got to be something more to this. Either they are forcing her to do it by blackmailing her in some sort of way with a secret, or with like a promise of her being freed. But even then, like, a kid wouldn't do that. There's got to be something more to this. There's got to be something more to this, guys. Oh my, look at this freaking page! I'll tell you, the title pages on this manga are amazing. The way everything's distorted right here. It looks like Emma's walking by herself, and then her shadow's right in front of her with the creaked open door with darkness following. It's glorious. It really fits the atmosphere. In the middle of the night in a prison called Neverland. Within the darkness lies a traitor. Chapter 12, Spy, Part 2. But why with Sister? Can I? No, I can't see inside. I'm sure you figured out by now, but to not make any more mistakes from here on out, I refuse to change my plans halfway. That woman is clearly lying. Only the eldest girls in the house are allowed to care for the toddlers. There is no such rule in this plantation. Well, hold on, let me see what she said one more time. I refuse to change my plans. There's no such rule in this plantation. Isabella made up that rule on her own for this place. The one she wants to raise into the next mama is her livestock child. But not me. But Emma! She wants Emma to be the next mama? What is going on in this manga, bro? It's all starting to piss me off. Emma, Isabella, Ray, Norman. So it's like more like... So is Mama working? I don't even know what's going on no more. I'm gonna catch all those kids by their tails. Shut them off in no time. I'll be returning this humiliation and loss with lots of interest. And that's why this girl will turn out to be useful. Now then, Gilda, go ahead and tell me. I can kind of hear them, but not every word. About that. That? There is nothing troubling me at all. About that? There's nothing troubling me at all. Huh? Let me know right away if there's ever anything worrying you. Look at you putting such a gloomy face. I can't say it's since I've been told not to say a word. Come to my room tomorrow night. It doesn't matter what time. Just come. Got it? Look, you're doing it again. Thank you very much for worrying about me and continuously checking up on me. She's not the spy. No, bro, she still is. Wait, no, but she snuck the flipping note into Mama's room. So please leave me alone. Thank you again. I'll be leaving now. Thank goodness Gilda's an ally, not a spy. I see. So Emma has told you everything now, hasn't she? Gilda, you find out about everything now, haven't you? What? She's seen through me. What should I do? Norman even warned me. Both Mama and the sister are enemies. Make sure not to let them realize that you know their secrets. Was I not cautious enough? But I am fine now. Which part did I? No, it's a bluff. Sister's just trying to trick her into talking. Oh, Gilda, what a shame. I really thought that we could become the best of friends. But what happens now that I've been found out? Am I immediately sold off to the bad guys? Does anyone else know? Norman, Ray, and... Come on, Gilda, realize. I'll make sure to let just you off the hook. So come on, let's get along and work together. Please stop it! I have no idea what you're talking about. It was just a fight between me and Emma. We've already made up, so there's nothing to worry about anymore. I see that. I suppose it was my mistake. I'm sorry. And she just whispers something into her ear. That's the worst possible scenario because I'm telling you right now, I'm guarantee you she just told her something that's gonna make her take the wrong decision. Or something like some sort of blackmail, some sort of, I'll do this if you don't do anything. Good night. See you later, Gilda. Emma, wait, this isn't what it looks... And she hugs her. Emma doesn't even care what she just did. She just goes up straight in for the hug, man. A pure-hearted child, bro. Thank goodness, Gilda. I'm so sorry for doubting you, Emma. And there we go. Immediately, she flashes right back into what she said. What did she say? If you ever start to feel that Emma's lying to you, come right back to talk to me. What a slimy bastard. That child is most likely not one of the targets, but she's definitely a useful card that knows something's up. I really wanted to keep her in the palm of my hand, even if I had to be a little aggressive about it, but no matter. I've spread the seeds. Now the next step is... Hey, did you see that this morning? Bro, that junk had my heart racing, man. Yo, this manga knows how to make your heart race, man. Sister Krone was staring really hard at the floor of the storage room. No, she had her ear down in the storage room. That's what she had. Yeah, I heard from Emma. It's an action that would be taken when trying to find the target, so she's opposing Mama's control. It's just like I thought, Sister's moving independently from Mama. But now, is this spat between Mama and Sister something to be happy about, or should we be sighing in annoyance? Oh, by the way, the footprints are no use as evidence. They won't prove anything. The slippers are the same size for all of the older kids. And I also walked around a lot despite the little time we had so that you can't even tell what I was searching for. Well, if footprints are no good, then she'll just come at us with something else. The question is, why is the sister moving independently and trying to find the targets depending on her objective and methods? We cannot yet rule her out as a mere annoyance. Where's Don? Oh, come to think of it, I haven't seen him for a while now. Gilda's clean. I'm wondering what this whole Gilda situation is. Because she still slid the note into Mama's room, did she not? It said Norman bed rope. I'm mad confuzzled right now, bro. Extremely confuzzled. Hey, Ray, why do you think spies do their job? Well, isn't that obvious? Because there's some sort of benefit to be had from doing so, don't you think? For example, they could be offered the chance to escape being shipped off and granted an opportunity to grow up and become an adult. Guaranteed safety for one's life, huh? That's a good point. That's good. That's like what I brought up earlier. But the thing is with these kids, knowing how much they care about each other, I'm not sure if one of them would do that. I mean, there's definitely some kids that would, but with the relationship that these kids have in particular, specifically, I don't know if one of them will really do something like that, man. There has to be something more to it. I see now. This was all meant to train us before the escape, huh? 1, 2, 3. Emma, do you have a moment? I'd like to ask you your opinion on something. What if there was a child that intentionally became the pawn of the demons, and what if that child was ensured their own life by acting as a spy for them? Would you leave that child behind, or would you take them with you? So you're saying that if they acted as a spy, they'd be able to go on without getting shipped off? I'd take them with us. Emma doesn't care. As long as they're safe, as long as they are okay, it doesn't matter if she's a traitor or not, she's gonna help them. That's to have a pure heart, man. That is the heart of someone who truly loves them. Emma greatness. That person doesn't wish for it? Yep, I'd drag them if I had to. Because if we run away, there's really no guarantee that child's life will be spared. That's a fact. Because if they escape, then they're gonna punish her. They're gonna punish that individual that was the traitor. So, because they failed. And besides, I see. Yeah, that's right. I knew you'd say that, Emma. What's it look like? It's not there. Seriously? I'm gonna go check the bathroom. I checked it already. The rope in the ceiling of the bathroom was still there. Then I guess that's settled. We're going to feed Dawn and Gilda with 2 separate locations for the extra ropes. I'll tell Dawn that the ropes are hidden underneath my bed. For Gilda, I'll say they're above the ceiling of the 2nd floor bathroom. Only the ropes underneath my bed have disappeared. There it is. The Norman ropes bed. There it is. The source of information, no. The spy was you. Wasn't it, Ray? You had a little bit of chills, bro. Not Ray. How do you end a chapter like this? The spy was you. Wasn't it, Ray? No, bro, not Ray, bro. I'll be right back. No, I gotta read one more chapter, bro. I'll be right back. Alright, man. The game is over, bro. It was, oh, man, dude. But we clinched the NFC East, even though Wentz is out, so we'll see what happens. But let's go into the next chapter. I got it. I wasn't just gonna be a double, but you know how these reactions go, man. You never know, bro. I gotta at least read one more chapter, man. You can't leave me in a cliffhanger like that and expect me not to read it. The source of information, number. The spy was you, wasn't it, Ray? Don't let it be so, bro. Look at his smile. No, don't tell me it's him. What? Spy part 3, and look at him right next to Mama and Sister. There's no way in hell. What are you saying, Norman? You should understand the situation already. I didn't stop at just 2 traps. I'll tell Dawn that the ropes are hidden underneath my bed. For Gilda, I'll say they're above the ceiling of the 2nd floor bedroom. That's what I told you and Emma. But in reality, I told Dawn they were in the dining room, and told Gilda they were in the library. Just now I went around to recollect all the extra ropes. The only ones that were gone were the ones under my bed. That just means that Dawn was merely framed. Ray, you are the source. There's no way, not Ray, bro. And he's laughing. Man, just when I thought... Are we being serious, bro? Ray? A part of the main squad? There's gotta be something more to it, man. There's gotta be something more to it, man. Dude, that was like the one thing I didn't expect was Ray out of all of them. Just when I thought things were going as planned. Look at this bastard. You're quite the softy, so I assumed that I could get away with deceiving you guys for a little longer. From the very beginning, he was deceiving, man. What did they pay him? What did they do to him? But nah, bro. You already know Emma's not gonna care. Emma's gonna be like, Ray, I'm here for you, man. Why are you doing this? We'll deceiving you guys for a little longer, but it seems like you found me out a lot faster than I anticipated. You're right, I'm Mama's spy. So he was the one. Are we being serious, bro? Since when did you suspect me? Ever since the night that Sister Krone came here. That night right away, huh? Honestly, I was sickened at my own self for suspecting you first and foremost, despite our tight friendship. Still, you being the informant would be a worst-case scenario for us, and from the enemy's standpoint, you being the informant would be the best-case scenario. We'd be able to influence the plans. It'd be perfect if their objective was to control the situation. There's nobody more suitable for the position. Am I wrong? And it goes over a close-up right on Norman's eyes, man. That's why I suspected you, huh? I truly hoped I was wrong. It was the worst imaginable situation possible. And while we're at it, Ray, you've been a source for Mama for a long time, haven't you? There's no way. This man has been ratting the boys out from the beginning. He was a snitch. Norman and Emma. It's Norman and Emma. There's no way Mama would trust a sudden secret report for an impromptu spy. This at least proves that Ray was already a spy that day. On that very first day, Mama had already made Ray dive into identify who we were. She knew from the start, man. Holy flagnards. So since when have you been a Mama's spy? Since a long time ago. You weren't only her spy, but also her underling? Observation security at the growth rates of the merchandise. Mama was already controlling us livestock to begin with, but was also using Ray as a device to lead us in a direction she wanted from within. Exactly. You could see me as the sheepdog of a shepherd, acting as if everything was fine, acting as if you were one of us sheep. This whole time, all these years, you'd better be the only spy and source she has. Sure am. You supported Mama despite knowing everything? Yep. Was everything a lie? There's no way I could leave you guys like this. If we're doing this, we're going for the win. The only way to be sure is to... There's no end to the things I want to ask you, but one thing first. How much did you tell Mama? Can you really destroy the transmitters, right? Why would you ask me? Would you cut me from the plan depending on my answer? I won't. I'd have you around us just like before. I can control them through Ray. If Mama thinking that is the reason why we aren't being shipped off away right off the bat, cutting you off would simply be too dangerous for us. Aren't you glad? You can cover up your blunder for now. Weren't you so desperate to keep spying on us that you had to shift all the suspicion to Dawn? What do you want? 3 things. 1, stay right beside us and guarantee our safety. 2, disclose all the information you have to us. 3, double-cross Mama. Become my spy this time. Norman goes right off the bat and says, join me. You gotta love Norman, man. Are you stupid? If that was your goal from the start, then you should have just stayed quiet and used me. It was a dumb move to resort to things like blackmail and bargaining when you didn't even need to in the first place. Keeping the source in the dark and cutting them off once it's time to skedaddle was the best option you could have taken. Oh, I know. I take them with us. That's why she asked Emma. This manga, dude. This manga! Because if we run away, there's really no guarantee that the child's life will be spared. And besides, I still want to believe in them. The incident with Gilda really reaffirmed my feelings. Ray told us to suspect people more, and I couldn't say anything back since he was all like, but you couldn't even see through Mama's lies. But even if there were to be a demon source among us, I don't think any of our siblings could possibly be evil at heart. What did I say? What did I say? That is exactly what I thought Emma was going to say. And that's why I love Emma, man. Telling you, after all, we all grew up together. Even if they get in our way, betray us, or tell me that I'm naive, I still want to have faith in them. Because that's her friends. That's her friends. That right there is true friendship. That right there is something that no matter what, you're willing to push past even somebody trying to sell you out, as long as you ensure their safety. Just as Mama was saying, that she wants to make freaking Emma the next Mama, which still has me shook. It makes sense though, because out of everybody, she's the one that could do it. She cares about everybody way too much, man. But at the same time, like, why would she make Emma do it when Emma's the one that cares about them the most? Like, she would never sell them off. But anyways, but then again, I'm not really convinced about the whole Isabella plot either. I think there's something more to that entire thing as well, as there always is. Especially with this manga. With this mangaka and how their writing is, there's got to be way more to this. I also want to believe in you, Ray, that you'd put our friendship out before your own goals as an enemy. Anyways, there's been another thing that's been bothering me a bit. You were the one who hid little Bernie, weren't you? For our sake, you were the one that set this whole prison break in motion, weren't you? it's not hard to manipulate Connie. Even more so for you since you were in her room. If Mama hadn't discovered little Bernie in the dining room where you'd placed him, you were planning to point him out to her anyway, weren't you? Yo, that's factual. I've got a little bit of chills, bro. Connie's probably still around. If you hadn't said that, we would have never headed to the gate in the first place. You planned it so that we would find out about the truth by ourselves, the truth, the big secret of this house. Because he was the one that knew all along and he couldn't tell anybody. Ray himself had to swallow that for so long. He probably knew for so long. And then he decided for them to go on there and then make a decision themselves. So you wouldn't have done so if you were 100% loyal to Mama. You also did your best to keep us under control. You consistently tweaked our plans for the better in subtle ways. From the inside, but just enough that you wouldn't be going against Mama's orders. At the same, you also made sure to keep Mama in check, as much as you could with your position as her source. We made sure to do everything you can to prevent us from getting shipped off right away. Good news, they plan to take all the kids with them. They won't be able to leave, as long as you have one of the kids in your arms at all times. Heck, you haven't even told her where the real ropes are hidden. It's hard to tell from where they'll be running. I'll keep on the lookout. Why would you give us a chance if you were truly our enemy? Would you go against Mama like Will's like this? You really aren't an enemy, are you? You haven't actually disclosed any information that would critically disadvantage us. You're also ready to destroy the transmitters in no time. Am I wrong? Ray, tell me, why exactly are you working for Mama? And you see a smirk. And the chapter ends. What am I gonna do? What is with this manga, man? It's like an Urasawa work, bro. It's like 20th Century Boys. It's like I'm uploading this clips and I'll be right back. It never fails when I'm live reacting to greatness, man. I say I'm gonna react to this amount and no, it never ends up. So let's go, man, let's go. I had a lot of plans for tonight, but I gotta read, bro. All right, so let's go. So this is the gate, huh? Chapter 14, guys. So this is the gate, huh? And it shows all of them as what looks to be very, very young. Bummer, this turned out to be a lot less fun than we anticipated. Let's head back before Mama sees us. Am I recording? Ray, why exactly are you working for Mama? He knew from all the way back then, man. He knew for so long. I volunteered to do so by my own volition. Or rather, it's more like I put myself out there to prepare for our escape. All of this was to prepare for our escape. I knew there was more to it, man. I knew it. I realized the secret behind this house. What are you going to do about it? Kill me? Mama, I wanted to make a deal with you. And then look at this garbage. It shows a Ray on the other side with a whole bunch of books coming down, and Emma on this side with the tear-filled eyes, arms crossed. Promise Neverland, brother. Tell you, this series, to me, thus far, I've only read 14 chapters of this. This series is the only series that I've ever seen. Since Dragon Ball and One Piece for me. Like One Piece and Dragon Ball, when it comes to their pages that they have before you get into a chapter, that I always love so much. Like, since then, I don't think I've seen this consistent amount of godly title pages, man. Gintama has really good ones too, but just look at this title, look at it. And it's not just this one, it's the entire thing. It just captures the atmosphere so well, and the mangaka just know, or I should say it's two of them because it's an artist and an author, they just know how to set you up for the rest of the chapter with this simple title page. I love it, man. I love it so much. It adds so much to the manga reading experience. Family and a friend, we've always been close together. We knew everything about each other, or at least so we thought. Chapter 14, Trump Card. To prepare for our escape? That's right, all of this was mere pre-planning. It was the best way for me to understand our enemy, and for me to gather resources. That's why I practically sold myself to the enemy. What are you gonna do about it? Kill me? The cards weren't completely stacked against me. I have a hunch about the shipping order. It's our scores, right? He knew from the very beginning, man. You gotta give it up to Ray, though, bro. You really, really do for putting himself in that situation in the first place. The man's got balls. Mama went through all the trouble to cultivate me. I'm part of her pride and joy. Harvesting me halfway should be something that Mama would like to avoid at all costs. I want to make a deal with you. Sure enough, Mama went along with it. For her, her gains are more important than the rules. I demanded roughly 2 things from her. Number 1, that she wouldn't ship me off right off the bat if I'd worked for her, and that number 2, I'd be compensated for my work. Your compensation will depend on the fruits of your labor. Excuse me. Compensation? What do you mean with that? All kinds of useless crap. I could get her to order things that weren't found in this house! Genius! Absolutely genius! That's why from the very beginning of the story, Ray was built up as the one that was always reading. He was reading and reading and reading, and every single thing that he read that wasn't in our house, he would say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Things that he knew could provide them some sort of way to escape. Yo, Ray greatness! Were you testing that she could, and were you testing what she could and couldn't get her hands on? Exactly. It was like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as I could also get a taste of the outside world through these demands. In the end, I could get almost anything I wanted, as long as they weren't anything dangerous. The only thing that sucked was that all the items I received weren't exactly the newest versions available. I even saw PSP in there. With meticulous preparation. Then, when you said that you had an idea on how to destroy the transmitters, were you actually telling the truth? I've seen them with my own eyes. I've been experimenting. It took many years, but I eventually found a way. I'm definitely capable of destroying them. Let me be clear here. I can reliably render the transmitters useless. Do you get it? Sitting right in front of you in this moment is your most supreme trump card. I'm in a position where I could potentially stab Mama in the back from the inside. I know how to render the transmitters useless. And on top of it all, I know more than you could ever imagine. Well, it might not be everything. It's all information that you will need to plan your escape. I am your strongest card. I don't agree with that statement. I still think Emma's the strongest card. But this man is definitely providing a case. No question. And you can't, deny the man. I've been preparing for this ever since I knew the house's secret. Always reading, always reading, always reading. I mean, his thought process is absolutely out of this world. In a way such that nobody that you guys nor Mama would ever find out about it. I tricked Connie, who was none the wiser, and stole little Bernie. I made you two go to the gate. You're right, it's just as you said. All of this was for the sake of keeping you two alive. Anyway, back to topic. I'm not your enemy, but I'm not your ally either. I won't even try to take part in any ridiculous plans, so I did all I could to restrict you two. I should already know where I'm heading with this. It depends on the conditions. If the conditions are favorable, I wouldn't mind selling out and becoming your trump card. I'll hand over all the information and I'll lie to Mama as you wish. What exactly do you want? I want you to fool Emma? For what reason? Pretend like we'll bring everyone along and then ditch them at the last moment. I can allow Don and Gilda to come along. So he wants to ditch everyone? You know Emma's never gonna do something like that. Ever. And even if they were about to leave and leave everybody behind, Emma herself, by herself, would go back to get everybody. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But we're leaving everyone else behind. So you're telling me to give up on bringing everyone? There's no way Emma would agree to this plan, which is why he wants me to fool her. Exactly. Everyone improved beyond our expectations within the training we've been giving them. Didn't you say so yourself? I'm sure you weren't just lying back then. So what? So then why? They weren't bad. I'll give you that. But that doesn't change that they'd just be dead weight. This man Ray, dude, he's been through some bad stuff, and for him to say stuff like that, bro. You said you'd help us out. This is my way of helping you out. If you want to continue to refuse my offers, and fine by me, walk straight to your deaths with Emma and the others. He's telling you exactly. He's giving it to you straight. He's giving it to you straight. You know, he's not pulling any punches. Boy. My bad about that. Once again, didn't you want us to survive? If you were to die soon, if you were to die soon either way, then doing so would by getting shipped. Give me 1 second. I got this. All right. Let me make sure I don't get interrupted again, man. This junk is getting too good. Didn't you want us to survive? If you were to die soon either way, then doing so by getting shipped off would be the best way to go. So what will it be? You win this? So threats of that level wouldn't work anymore, huh? To obtain the trump card, I'd have to give up on bringing everyone. To give up the trump card would mean to put everyone in a bad spot. Fine. If that just now was a lie, then... And then he whispers something in his ear. I despise this stuff, man, because then you're like, what did he say? I know, no worries. Of course it wasn't. So Ray really was the spy. But then again, he wasn't an enemy either. No, he was more than that. He can even control the flow of information. Not only would he, but he would gather information to get or escape, destroy the transmitters, all according to as well, be in a favorable position to restrain the enemy, and has an idea about their internal state of affairs. Amazing. What a trump card. With him on our side, we actually have a fair chance of survival, but give up on everyone. You know that Emma's not gonna do it, man. What Ray said makes sense, and what Emma wants is reckless. It'd be easy to fool Emma. It'd be hard to fool Ray. It'd be best to go with Ray. Still, I want to become like her. If there are more people than I could save, then I'd love to do just that. And there he is. Ray showing up right in front of Mama. You're late. I was talking with Norman. So what's up with them? Nothing worth reporting. They've just been really focusing on the tag training. More importantly, that 8 of yours. She started moving on her own. You'd better watch out. I see. You shouldn't have requested her to come. Pretty sure you called her to keep me in check anyway, right? Even though I'd been completely loyal to you these past 6 years. Who would have thought you'd still be cautious around me? Honestly, that makes me kind of sad. Just in case pigs start to fly. She pretty much said, anything could happen. Anything could happen. And just in case pigs start to fly, I got her. I mean, there's a backup behind a backup behind a backup. She is not allowing anything. Everything's according to plan, and she's always one step ahead. I love that statement. And the way that the panel is made, you really see one of her eyes, and it's like shot from beneath. Yeah. Greatness! Your work these past 6 years has been splendid. Of course I trust you. But this wouldn't have happened if you were behaving how you should have been in the first place. I certainly couldn't have anticipated that Norman would actually break the house rules, but it's not like I expected you to be so useless that you'd fail at your one job at keeping watch either. My bad, that's also why I'm making this up to you by spying on them. I've sold out my closest friends, and I've also told you about the disturbing actions by the sister in fine detail. You better compensate me well for this. Of course, this is a deal after all. I've already ordered what you asked for. It's going to take two to three more days to arrive as usual. What did he order? I've made up my mind long ago. How will I spend the rest of my time remaining here? Soon I'll be 6. At most, I can stay here for another 6 years. The number of lives I can save will be limited. That's the reality of this world. I don't give a damn about what all of you want. There's no way I'm letting those two walk straight towards their graves. There's no way I'm letting this 6-year-long plan of mine go up in smoke! And that's how the chapter ends, man. But I gotta get going, guys. I gotta get going. Why is this manga so good? Now I'm remembering why this manga was so good. Damn it, man. I want to read another one, but I have to get going, man. They keep knocking on my door. You guys have an awesome day, man. Thank you so much for watching. Promise Neverland awesome sauce. I'll try to be back as soon as possible. I want to come back and continue reading the greatness. God, man. Just a complete 180. I did not expect this to go this way at all, bro. Like, look at this flashback, man. He's doing this all for those two. He's doing it all for Norman and Emma. He wants to save those two. He doesn't give a damn about any of the other ones. But you know that Emma is not going to allow that. Emma wants to save everybody. It's like Ray's not doing this just out of selfishness. Ray's doing this for y'all. It's like... Yo, then what you get, and then Mama stating like it's in case pigs fly, like that just in case thing. You can never be too sure. Good Lord, man, what led Mama to be this way, man? And then what's going on with Sister Krone as well? Like, too much greatness, too much. I'll see you guys next time. I have to get going. Have an awesome day. This will be up soon. If you see any weird advertisements in here, it's because I'm doing a trollish thing this week because YouTube refuses to monetize my stuff. Some of it goes through, some of it doesn't, but I still want to make my own ads just because I feel like it. So if you guys enjoy it, just let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you guys next time for more Promise Neverland awesome sauce. It is back on the channel, and I can't wait to continue doing more live reactions. And trust me, this won't be the only series making a return. I'll see you guys next time.